Hey, what's going on, everybody? And it's your boy Pisces Omega, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming and joining into the channel, man, for this ancestor reading. It's been a long time since I did a reading, but your boy been in the lab, and life been lifing, and we still out here fighting a good fight, and it's just an honor and a pleasure to be back in here, on YouTube, on the Instagram, what I'm saying, bringing y'all these beloved messages from our beloved ancestors. And with the help and guidance of our great divine mother and the Heavenly Father, and from the vast abundant universe. And of course, our divine beloved ancestors. And so I'd like to give thanks. And without further ado, I'd like to get into the reading. It's not a quick wham bam, thank you ma'am style of reading. It's like a buffet. It's like a 4-course meal. It's been, like I said, it's been a long time, so I really want to do an in-depth ancestor message, and I just hope you guys enjoy the message, and I hope it resonates with you guys. And like I said, this is a general reading for the collective, for the ancestor reading. So it's going to cover a wide variety of topics and subjects and a wide variety of people. So I ask you guys to tune in, and whatever resonates, let it marinate, and if it don't apply, let it fly. You know what I'm saying? Without further ado, let me get into the reading. But I guarantee you, if you tuned into this reading, if you tuned into this broadcast, there's definitely something in here for you. And so once again, I'd like to say thank you for everybody for coming into the reading. And I'd like to start with the first course, the quotes. I'd like to get a nice quote going from the ancestors. I hope this video is catching you guys in great health and great abundance and faith. And I aim to make a timeless message. So whenever you guys come across this message, maybe you're catching it today, or maybe a week from this message, or maybe a year, 10 years from now, and I hope this is a timeless message. And whenever you come across this message, you'll find a loving, abundant message for you guys, and it will resonate and hopefully having a great effect and impact on your life. Thank you, great divine mother. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, vast abundant universe. Thank you, dearest beloved ancestors, for all the highest realms. I'm going to pull a quote. And I begin the reading with the quote. The man who believes he can do something. I'm sorry, let me start that. The man who believes he can do something is probably right, and so is the man who believes that he can't. The man who believes he can do something is probably right, and so is the man who believes he can't. Thank you, great divine mother. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, vast abundant universe. Thank you, dearest beloved ancestors. Okay. The man who believes he can do something is probably right, and so is the man who believes he can't. Wonderful quote. I would like to get into the Chakra Wisdom cards. I'm going to pull 3 Chakra Wisdom cards. And once again, like I said, I hope these messages provide you with guidance and abundance and inspiration. It's your boy Pisces Omega, man. It's been a long time, man. How y'all doing? Shuffling up my cards. Get a nice shuffle. I'm going to shuffle till it feels good. I'm going to cut it 3 times. I'm going to pull 3 ancestor chakra wisdom cards. One more good shuffle. first chakra wisdom card. The first chakra, the base chakra, responsibility. I plant myself on solid ground by consistently taking responsibility and having personal accountability for all that I do. I allow others to depend on me, being responsible. My actions speak louder than my words. I rise above excuses and overindulgences as I forgive myself for my past indiscretions. I know I could not have acted in a more evolved way than I was able to at the time. Responsibility, the base chakra. Second wisdom card, inner knowing. The sixth chakra, the third eye chakra. First of all, the base chakra deals with physical stability, security, self-sufficiency, and responsibility for self. The third eye chakra, inner knowing. I trust my inner knowing, and I am at peace with myself. I create more moments of stillness and silence and listen for the truth. I am open to connecting with and listening to my gut and my heart's feeling. I don't override them with my mind's logic. I practice meditation, prayer, and contemplation. The sixth chakra, the third eye, inner knowing. And the last chakra wisdom card, bliss. I seek and find peace, quietness, and moments of bliss in my life. I am persistent in these quests. I allow myself to feel divine presence radiating with and around me. I allow myself to create abundance and fulfillment and to live a life free of fear. Meditation is part of my life. The sixth crown chakra, bliss. 167. Understand this. The man who believes he can do something is probably right. And so is the man who believes he can't. Now let's get into the reading. My reading style is a form of cartomancy, which is I read the 52 card playing deck. I do not read the tarot cards. I read the original tarot cards, the Magic Square, the 52 card playing deck. I use these oversized cards just for the sake of the video and for visualizations. These are playing cards, the oversized playing cards, just for visual effect. And well, with a wonderful woman, actually, she tried to combine the playing cards with the tarot. And I've been using the playing cards, these playing cards, and because they resonate a wonderful message and also provide some wonderful visuals. But this is the 52 card playing, 52 deck playing cards with the jokers. So altogether, it's 54 cards. Bring forth this wonderful ancestor message. Thank you, great divine mother. Thank you, Heavenly Father. Thank you, vast abundant universe. Thank you, dearest beloved ancestors. Thank you for all those who tuning in, watching this reading. I hope this reading finds you guys, like I said, blessed and abundance and in good health. And a good disposition. And if you're not, man, I hope to send you guys loving and wonderful energy to help uplift you and bring you to a higher level of consciousness, a higher level of vibration, you know, a higher state of being. Ashe. And get a nice shuffle with these cards. And get a cut. All right. First card, the King of Clubs. Kings representing power. Kings representing power, skill, transformation. You know, Kings representing power. The King of Clubs. King of Clubs is a very practical man. This is about being very practical, clear-minded, business-oriented. You know what I'm saying? It's about being a boss. You know what I'm saying? This could be a superior at work, supervisor. The King of Clubs represents the power to progress. We have the power to progress, you know, and the power to achieve and the power to get things done. You know, I understand this. The man who believes he can do something probably can. And with the King of Clubs energy, the ancestors are telling us that, you know what I'm saying, we are magicians. We have skill. We have the power to transform our situation. You know what I'm saying? With a practical mind, being very practical, and with a clear mind, being on top of our business, being very business oriented, becoming that businessman, becoming that boss that we want to be, becoming that boss lady that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Becoming superior altogether, you know what I'm saying? Raising above, looking for promotions. You know, some of you guys might be looking to become supervisors at work, you know what I'm saying? But understand this, we have the power to progress. You know what I'm saying? We have the power to progress, you know? And with the 7 clubs, you know what I'm saying? It's more work. 7 clubs, with clubs on clubs, it's on this more work. You know, you have to be vigilant and you have to struggle and work and strive to stay ahead, because 7s represent blocks, you know what I'm saying? And the 7 clubs represent blocks at work. Some of us guys are facing oppositions and maybe a little bit of you know, struggles, or mostly like oppositions, you know what I'm saying? 7s represent blocks, you know what I'm saying? The blocks in our path, you know what I'm saying? Trouble, you know what I'm saying? Also represents spirit. 7 represents spirituality, you know what I'm saying? Religion. But the 7 of clubs represents practical problems, you know, work problems, you know, problems. Some of us are experiencing, you know, problems achieving our goals, you know, and this represents blocks and faded moments and chance encounters, things of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But just understand with this King of Clubs and the King of 7, just understand there's problems at work, but just understand it's a lot of work. We have the power to transform, and we have to have that clear mind, you know what I'm saying, that businessman mind, that boss mentality, because there's a lot of work. We have to be vigilant. We have to struggle. We have to strive to stay ahead, you know what I'm saying? We have to be responsible for ourselves, you know what I'm saying? And lean on our inner knowing, you know what I'm saying? And meditate and understand that we have the power to achieve. We have the power to achieve these things, you know what I'm saying? Ace of Spades, you know, Ace of Spades, aces represent beginnings, you know, beginnings, new beginnings, you know what I'm saying, the power to start things, you know what I'm saying, you know, but this Ace of Spades represents endings, you know, something's got to change, you know, we want this new beginning. Ace of Spades represent something coming to an end, you know, and the reason why something's coming to an end, because something new, you can't start anything new without putting something old to bed, you know, without putting something old away, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it reminds me of this, the adage, and I don't want to digress too further, but, you know, it says a quote in the Bible that says, when I was a child, I thought as a child, I spoke as a child, but when I became a man, I put those childish things away. And so to progress and to get these things that we want, to get these promotions and to achieve our things at work, you know, we have to, you know what I'm saying, we have to put something to end. Some things have to end. Something definitely have to end so we could begin anew. And something definitely has to end. So, you know, with the Ace, and this is clubs, and this is, this is Capricorn energy. Capricorn represents things that's going to be steady and things that's Capricorn represents like restrictions and things that, you know what I'm saying, takes time. You know what I'm saying? It takes time, and it's a steady pace. You know what I'm saying? A slow, steady pace. You know what I'm saying? Slow progress. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, you know, we got to understand that slow and steady wins the race. And understand this, we have to have focus and clarity. Understand this represents, the Ace of Spades represents focus and clarity. You know what I'm saying? Resonating with that King of Clubs energy, understanding that you got to have a clear mind, clear-headed businessman to be the boss. You know what I'm saying? Because understand we have that power to get things done. But you're going to face oppositions. You're going to face struggle. You know what I'm saying? You're going to face opposition. You're going to face things going to hold you back. So we got to be vigilant, because understand this. If you believe that you can't do it, you won't do it. You understand? But you got to understand that if you can believe it, you will achieve it. But it's about having that confidence and having that faith that you can, and understand that you have the power. The power lies in our hand with this King of Clubs energy here. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue on with the reading. Eight of Clubs, again, continuing with the work, continuing with the club energy, the work energy. Understand this, these things are happening fast too. You understand, with all this club energy, you understand, but this is Gemini energy right here, you know what I'm saying? And Gemini represents, you know what I'm saying, that adaptability that we have to have. You know what I'm saying? That mutable, this is mutable air, you know what I'm saying? That willingness to use our intellect, you know what I'm saying? And eights represent groups. So this is, we're talking about exactly, this is talking about the business at hand, the groups, the work groups, our work, you know what I'm saying? Our work environment, you know what I'm saying? The Eight of Clubs represents, you know, the people that we work with, our work environment, the business environment, the company itself, you know, the Eight of Clubs. And what this Eight of Clubs is representing repetition, you know what I'm saying? Swift movements to create stability. Like I said, these things happen fast, you know what I'm saying? And we have to, you know, be able to be consistently, repetition, consistently performing, consistently doing well. You know what I'm saying? Understand that the swift, and understand